established as a parish in 1752, giving the church a rich history within Orange County and within the life of the county's residents. While from the outside, St. Matthew's may initially seem somewhat lacking in life, it is a church that is very much alive. Rector Graebner, or Brooks as he would have you call him, came to St. Matthew's in 1990. History is everything to the rector, a passion reflected in the value St. Matthew places on its heritage. Rector Graebner has a Ph.D. in American Religious Studies and currently serves as the histographer of the Diocese of North Carolina. Yet even with his demanding schedule, Brooks is never too busy to grab lunch with a parish member downtown at his favorite, the Saratoga Grill. Music is a big part of St. Matthew's day-to-day life as a church. Director of Music Megan Whitted oversees 3 choirs at the church, the Children's Choir, the Youth Choir, and the Adult or Senior Choir. Megan also works with students such as Juliana outside of choir to help them learn to play musical instruments. Juliana is a 3rd grader in Hillsboro and lives with her family just a few blocks from St. Matthew's. She shares a strong bond with her mother inside and outside of the church, something which becomes apparent as soon as you meet them. Just like most girls her age, after school Juliana can be found doing her math homework, playing with her American Girl dolls, or helping to make the salad for dinner. Juliana is very excited to see her family dog Scout, who welcomes her home after a long day at school. She frequently takes Scout on walks around town with her mother and Cole, past Kelsey's and her favorite bookshop on the corner, stopping only momentarily to remind Scout to kneel before they cross the street. Faith and music are a large part of Juliana's home life, as she marks progress she's been making in reading her Bible and practices the piano daily. Once a week, Juliana and her mother walk from school to St. Matthew's for her music lessons with Megan. Sometimes things can get frustrating, but with Megan's encouragement, Juliana always perseveres until she masters the song. St. Matthew's central principle is feeding God's people from the abundance of God's grace. As a part of the church's program to feed those in need, Juliana goes every Tuesday afternoon to help prepare and distribute food bags, finding some inspiration from older parish members in the process. In everything she does, Juliana is poised, focused, and respectful, making sure to follow the directions. Sunday afternoon's children's choir rehearsal, however, becomes a completely different story. Children ages 7 to 12 run wild and barefoot throughout the church, making the space their own, something that only further illustrates the ever-patient nature of music director Megan. The kids get lost in the songs they have learned, singing each to their own tune as they gather around the piano. As it reaches the end of the rehearsal hour, attention spans are running thin, but the choir manages to make it through one last rendition of their closing song before awaiting to hear Megan's verdict on whether or not their rehearsal warranted a treasure from the treasure chest. Juliana stops to help one of her younger friends strap on her sandals before it's time to head to the playground. 2 older girls from the children's choir sit on the railing, playing with their toys from the treasure chest. This is all while the younger kids swing blissfully on the playground below. Parents will be here soon. Through music at St. Matthew's, Beverly and Juliana have formed a unique bond. Beverly is a member of the adult choir, sharing her warm personality and beautiful voice with all those around her. Cheshire, Beverly's husband, is also in St. Matthew's adult choir. Each Wednesday before practice, the couple stops by Andy's burger joint after work for some hot burgers and cold drinks. Before eating, Beverly and Cheshire make sure to say grace, then talk to each other about their days at work. Work is never too far away, though, as Beverly balances an ambitious work schedule as the director of UNC Health and Nurse Services. It's almost a relief to get to church for the couple, knowing that Megan and other friends will be there to welcome them after a long day. And as one season changes into another, St. Matthew's continues to strengthen the bonds between one generation and the next. As a part of a service in March, Juliana and Beverly performed a duet on the piano. Pre-duet jitters bring out the loving side of Juliana and her mother's relationship. In the Ruffin building, Beverly jokes with old friends as they wait in line to perform at the 10:30 Mass. And as the church pews begin to fill, Juliana's father checks his phone one last time to make sure it is silenced before his daughter's big performance. As Rector Brooks finishes his sermon and the big moment approaches, nerves increase. But under pressure, Juliana does beautifully while playing in front of the congregation, even helping to flip Beverly's pages when her solo is complete. As with every other service, families rise for the final song. And with her big piano performance behind her, Juliana knows a hug from her teacher and friend Megan will not be long to follow. Lastly, Juliana and Beverly embrace, the pair thankful to have such a unique and strong bond with the other in their lives, a bond they formed through their love of Christ, music, and St. Matthew's.